Welcome back to Waitomo House. It's a crazy week this week with pretty much every trade that I have on the site. We're digging the pool, we're going to spray the pool over this week, so we'll have to have it steel. We've got the roofer coming, the boys are working on that fascia and gutter install, ready for the roofer. We're just finishing our final little bits of our internal framing, final little touches, backing up the bulkheads and getting everything right. We just had our final walkthrough with our plumber, final walkthrough with our sparky. We've got our insulators on site, ready for plasters tomorrow. It's crazy on site today and the rest of this week. It's going to be a really good week. The reason we've got so many people on site is we're really trying to push to get to a certain stage so we can start fitting off the inside of the house. It's not the best way to do things, but sometimes you just have to do it to catch up. We've had some rain delays. It's taken a really long time to get this job to where it's at, and we're finally getting some real movement. We've got heaps of people on site and really getting some stuff done this week, so can't wait to show you. Another massive factor to take into account is Christmas is approaching. We like to try and be ahead of the game and not be rushing right to the end of the year. It's really important that we do get in because otherwise we've got holding costs for longer, which will obviously cost more money. We don't want to be paying rent where we are. We don't want to be paying a mortgage. If we're locked up over Christmas, we can't finish our work, so we've got to get it done.
So I mentioned a few videos ago that we had to make all our decisions for our lighting before the plaster goes in because they need to put the electrical in. So I wanted to make sure we did a really good job of this because of the price bracket of this house. I feel like having lots of finishing touches like lighting features is really important. Whereas I feel like if you're doing, I guess, a lower price bracket renovation, doing really extravagant lighting is just not a necessary expense. We knew we wanted pendants in the main areas such as the kitchen and the void, but we really wanted to take time to think about the other areas of the house too. So we've chosen a variety of LEDs under benches, under the overheads, wall lights, pendants next to the bed. So the place is going to be really beautiful. We've also installed all the electrical for the outdoor lighting because we wanted to make sure all of our landscaping looks amazing at night also. So that will be cool. And then another thing this week is we've had the security team, the guys from TankSec here, installing all of the prep for security and cameras and everything like this. Again, because of the price bracket of the home, there were a few little extra things that we wanted to include in this space so that when we do have buyers coming through, they're really impressed with all the features.
I'm going to give you guys a quick example of what goes into one room in regards to the rough-in. This is one of our living areas. So in the living area here, we've got aircon pipes roughed in. All this has to go in the walls before we sheet. That way later on we've got the aircon set unit. We've got some data, we've got HDMI cables, we've got internet cables here for our TVs and stuff. We've got some wiring here. This will be a power point for our TVs. And then you go forward here, we've got a couple of power points here to the side where the couch will go. Above us, we've got the plumbing roughed in. Our hot water units on this side, so we're feeding the property from here. As you go through, you see we've actually changed the ceiling above us to a pit ceiling just to gain some more height and give it a bit more of a better feel about it. So this is just some simple things that go into a rough-in. You have to be all over, making sure it's ready and organised before you sheet. Otherwise, it's really hard.